How is everyone doing? Shankar Puri here today. And today, just like every day, we're going to talk about what's going on in the markets. Today, we're going to go over Bitcoin, the S&P 500, and just look to see what the market's telling us overall via the charts. So without further ado, let's dive right into the chart. All right, guys. So today we are going to look at the put to call ratio. So I've talked about this before, and we had this trend line here that we drew way back in the day. Let's give it a little look to see how it's looking. So you can see that it broke over this trend line, and what we've noticed is when the put to call ratio is trending upwards, normally the Bitcoin price does decrease in price, right? So whenever we were trending up from here, we were trending down from here, from this trend line, the put to call ratio was trending down, Bitcoin's price was trending up, right? And when we were waiting to see if the put to call ratio was going to maintain underneath here, get a rejection and head lower earlier in the year. So the put to call ratio right now, looked like it was breaking out a bit, but we did have a pullback and on it just as the Bitcoin price has increased. So looking to see if we just maintain underneath here for the put to call ratio beneath this trend line, and to see if we do, maybe the price can continue moving bullish, right? So just giving an update on this. Haven't really looked at it that much lately in these charts, but let's go over to the TLT. So this is the bonds, so 20-year treasury. So normally when the 20-year treasury is going down, when the treasuries are going down, normally shows that we're going to be risk on, right? So I gotta make this black. So normally risk assets do perform well, right? So cryptocurrencies, some stocks, they normally perform a lot better when the TLT is going down, right? So if I could show you guys quick if we add Bitcoin on this chart. So let's add Bitcoin, new price scale. So you can see as the TLT in these areas, so you can see we made highs. We made a low around here. So this was the Bitcoin price. You can see that we made a low right here, right? This was 2019. And we had the bonds, topping out around here, right? And as we kept pushing down, we had a push here. We had a pump as we pushed down, and then we had this massive drop all the way down here, which was the big rally for cryptocurrency, right? So if we also add the S&P 500, yeah, the S&P 500, very similar, right? Very similar. As soon as the bonds were topping out, money flowed out of the bonds, and as it was coming down, it flowed into cryptocurrencies, risk assets, stock, showing that the money is flowing more into riskier assets, right? So looking at the TLT now, what can we see what's going on? Let's see. So now the TLT, though still hasn't broken the current downtrend it's in, we are seeing some signs of maybe reversals, right? So we're seeing here we have, so if we do break this area of support, area of resistance, and flip it to support, if you break this, head higher, break this zone here, or even retest and then break the zone, this could be reversal, we'd be reversing, and this is bad for crypto. This would be bad for stocks. This shows that money is still going to be flowing to risk off assets. So crypto money would be taken out of the crypto market and be put into bonds, right? So this is kind of an indicator showing that, hey, when it is trending down, or we see it's trending down, then risk on assets are definitely a play. But now we are trending up, so risk on assets are definitely not the play. So we can go look at Bitcoin. So let's actually zoom out. Let's go on the weekly here. Yeah, so you can see I ain't got too much information actually. Let's go on the daily. So you can see as of now, we haven't broken this downtrend as yet, but if this does happen, we can definitely see the price move way, the price for stocks and crypto move down, right? So let's look at the DXY, see what's going on there. So normally, a lot of people have been looking at the DXY like this. I've seen a lot of posts saying, hey, we got, I don't know what this is, but we got this here, and then, we're going to break down, and we're going to break all the way down here, right? That's what I have been seeing, right? And if we look at the correlation with Bitcoin, we can see normally the DXY pumping is, so let's look right here. There is some correlation with the DXY and crypto and Bitcoin, right? So we look right here, when Bitcoin pumped, boom, the DXY was topping out and heading lower. Bitcoin pumped all the way up, right? All the way up. And then we had a nice little rally again. The second pump for Bitcoin that started here did not really correlate and did not really follow the similarity. But as the DXY was pushing and pushing, Bitcoin completely collapsed, right? So now this is what a lot of people are seeing and getting excited that the DXY is going to break back into here and then head further down. It would be great, right? Definitely a possibility. However, let's look at a big picture of the DXY right here, right? So not to discredit what other influencers and people are posting, but we do have a breakout of this massive trend line, right? So we have a breakout right here, and all this could possibly mean is just a retest to head higher. So it could definitely be just a retest to head higher. And if this is a retest to go higher and Bitcoin's as correlated as individuals say, then and the stock market, then we definitely have lower price incoming, right? So we definitely have lower price incoming if the DXY is as correlated as a lot of people say, because we are on an actual uptrend on the DXY, right? So we were consolidating right here. We had consolidation, and we've broken out to the upside on the consolidation, and the next target is here, right? So this could be just a pullback, right? This could just be a pullback. We have price, we have some support and resistance areas right here. So if we look, we have Right, we have, and mind you, this is on the weekly time frame, right? So this is a point price was rejected and supported, and we go here, price was just pushed down. So this could definitely just be a retest to a break up. So if it does break to the upside, we definitely would have, if this is as correlated as everyone in the market says it is with Bitcoin, crypto market, and stocks, we would definitely see it take a plunge further down, right? So we have the TLT showing us that we could potentially hit a higher on the TLT chart, and we have the DXY also indicating that this could just be a retest of the consolidation area, and this consolidation area started in 2016. So this could be just a retest and a move higher. So let's actually see how correlated Bitcoin has been over the years with the DXY. Oh, mama, I'm gonna have to. Jeez. Okay, so let's see what we can. Let me see if I can. Here, let me go on the BLX. Take out Bitcoin here. And put the DXY. Okay, so let's see how. So we got the DXY in red. We got Bitcoin as candles, right? So let's see how accurate it has been, right? So this is the point of consolidation. So we had Bitcoin. Okay. So we had the DXY. So let's start from this rally. So when the DXY goes down, Bitcoin is supposed to increase in price and vice versa. So we have here, DXY went up. DXY went up. Bitcoin also went up. DXY was trending up here. Bitcoin also went up here, right? Now, DXY went down. Bitcoin went up, right? DXY had a parabolic move up. Bitcoin went down. DXY is consolidating, but consolidating on an upwards trend. Bitcoin had a parabolic move up. DXY went down. Bitcoin went down. All right, so you can see DXY is consolidating upwards. Bitcoin grinding upwards, making higher lows. DXY crashes. Bitcoin increases in price. So looking at this, the DXY is not as inversely correlated, in my opinion, as many people think. You know, so even right here, the DXY was increasing on this rally from here to here, and Bitcoin increased about 100%, right? So, you know, just be careful thinking that the DXY is extremely correlated, but I will say there are correlations with it, with Bitcoin and the DXY, but oops. Yeah, I would say there is correlation between it, but you just got to be careful of the accuracy of it. And now, if you are using it and you are saying this is very accurate for Bitcoin, you do have to consider, and the S&P 500, you do have to consider that this could just be a massive retest on the weekly time frame off of a trend line breakout into higher price. Well, definitely a possibility. We've made a base here. We broke out here. We had a breakout here, right? So we have this breakout. Have this breakout right here. Oops. Breakout, retest. So we're consolidating on the breakout. Consolidating, broke out of here. So let's look at all the retests that we had. We've had the breakout, a retest here. So this retest comes from point A and point B over here. And also these points here, right? So this is where this retest comes from, right? Right, and then now we have this breakout right here, which could just be a retest of these two areas right here. So this breakout, we've broken out, and we're now back down at these levels. It could literally just be a retest, just like how these were, right? This was, and we can head higher, take out these highs, and move even higher. Definitely a possibility. So keep that in mind. You got to zoom out and see what's going on, right? So that's for that. Now we've looked at some bearish, points on why the market may actually not be in a bull market. Well, I mean, we're not in a bull market, but may not be turning around. But let's look at right now. Just waiting to see if we break above here, right? We're waiting to see if we break above here, but this could just be a fake out to the back to the downside, right? But however, we are currently above the 200 day, right? We are currently above the 200 day and can definitely, if we break this high, this level right here, I'd be more confident in saying, hey, we break it, have a retest, and even head higher. Be very confident to say, hey, we could possibly actually be heading more into an uptrend. Now over here, if you look at Bitcoin, we still haven't, not too much movement has actually happened. Broken out of the trend line. Nothing crazy has happened. If you look at the BLX, and go on the 2 week or on the week, and then look at the Gaussian channel. Look at the Gaussian channel. We're still flashing red, so we do have to get through this. Nothing's really crazy bullish yet, guys. I know we've broken out. We've definitely broken out, but we haven't, fully said, hey, we're turning around yet. So just be very careful, right? And if we look at this on the weekly time frame, guys, we have the price right here on the 200 weekly supported. Now, are we gonna get rejected? We got rejected right here, over here. So now we got rejected. Boom, boom, boom. Are we gonna head lower, right? So on the weekly, this doesn't look the greatest, to be honest. All right. So just keep that in mind. We are still over the 2017 high, but we're under the 200 weekly moving average, which is, that has never happened yet before in the Bitcoin. Since it's been able to create a 200 weekly moving average, right? So always been supported. This is the first time we're underneath it. So if you have a bearish retest, we could head lower, right? So we're really not out of the woods. Stay safe. You know what I mean? Make sure you're not going all in or all out. Just manage your risk, keep learning. But yes, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Tune in next time. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if there's any altcoin you want me to look at, Let's look at Reef. Let's look at Reef. Holy, almost forgot. Let's look how our altcoin that we're looking at. See what's going on with it. So we got Reef Finance here. So we've I think since yesterday we are up about only like 4 or 5%. Yeah, only about 2%. We had this retest, looking to break this level right here. If we break this level, definitely a great opportunity for it to head higher if Bitcoin works with us, right? So keep that in mind, making higher highs. We're showing this on the daily. So I mean, it's looking like we're having a kind of a breakout here. Let's see, there's a lot of top wicks, so not really liking that, but a lot of buyers exhausted right now on this breakout. So let's see if it's strong enough to actually keep moving. Let me put on the volume here. Yeah, so volume picking up a bit. Yeah. See how it is on the 1 hour. I mean, we had a lot of volume here. All right, so we had a lot of volume here. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. We have the volume dropping, so we could get a pullback. So if we get a pullback, you can purchase along here. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But the volume is falling off as we've approached this. So we could either have a pullback or just break underneath and then head even lower if Bitcoin decides to head lower, right? So just keep that in mind. Put your stops at respectable places. Keep your risk intact and you'll be fine. Well, that's all for today. Tune in next time and enjoy your weekend.